Hey everyone, it's Ephraim225. I've got another Let's Play for you, and today I'm going to play my favorite game in the Fire Emblem series, Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones. Now, The Sacred Stones is known for being one of the easiest games in the Fire Emblem series, even on the hard mode, even without grinding, etc. So, in order to make this LP interesting, we're going to put a little twist on the game. That twist will not be apparent until we get our first level up. So, sit back and enjoy. I'm gonna skip through cutscenes and stuff, because this is basically a challenge playthrough. So, I'm assuming you already know the plot of Sacred Stones, you already know what happens in the game, so you don't need to watch the cutscenes. We'll just make it quick, because the game doesn't really get hard until Chapter 9. So, I already have a save. That's embarrassing. So yeah, we're going with hard mode, which ordinarily would not be very hard, but we'll see what happens. So the prologue is basic stuff. Although, the prologue also has my favorite fight scene ever. The Volter fight, yeah! Because Volter's armor is pink! Did anyone notice that? Seriously, years of playing this game and nobody knows Volter's armor was pink. Well, that explains why in Fire Emblem Girls, a ROM hack, he got changed into a Falconite. So funny. So I just gotta change my options here because I don't want the game to... I don't want this to take forever, so we'll just turn off animations. So we'll run through the prologue real quick like. Most annoyingly, the boss doesn't move until the other two are dead. Oh wow, a crit. That saves me a few frames. So that's the prologue dealt with. On to Chapter 1. This is not a speedrun, in case anyone's wondering. Just in case anyone was wondering what the twist was. It's not a speedrun. If it were a speedrun, I would... Oh, that's gotta hurt. I wonder what the odds on that hit were. It's always weird when you have like a hit that's supposed to... Let's see here. Wow, he had a 31% chance to hit and he did. That's very weird. So we should be getting a level up here. Obviously, with Seth's amazing growths, he should... Nope! That's because we're playing a 0% growths ROM hack. That's right. What do I mean by 0% growths? Well, exactly what you just saw. Every character in the game has had their growths hacked so that they do not gain any stat points when they level up. Like, ever. Now, you might be wondering, well, how is it even possible to play the game like that? Well, you might be familiar with a YouTube user by the name of DonDon151. He does 0% growths playthroughs of all the Fire Emblem games. Well, maybe not all of them. Like, I've seen him do 6, 7, and 8. Not 9. I wonder if you can't just, I wonder why that is. Also, I'm completely screwing up my rescuing and dropping, so this is taking longer than it should. Weren't there some enemies that come up behind here? Oh well, chapter over. So yeah. The thing about DonDon151 is, his work is amazing and you should totally watch his videos, but he always does low turn count playthroughs, even on top of 0% growths. And he does a lot of RNG abuse, and rescue chaining, and warping, and rescuing, etc. And that's all well and good. Like, that's cool to watch. It's basically a task, though. So, And, you know, the thing about TASes is, like, it's kind of a foregone conclusion, and the gameplay looks nothing like what a normal player would do. So I think it's an interesting contrast to have what I'm doing, which is a casual run of the game with 0% growths, compared to, like, an LTC run, or a TAS run, so... I just think it's an interesting contrast between the two styles of play, so... I hope it interests people enough to actually watch it all the way through. Smartest move the AI has made all day. So, for Sacred Stones, you're probably thinking, well, this shouldn't be that hard, even if it's 0% growths. Just abuse Seth all the time, and, like, use a bunch of pre-promotes. Well, no, it's not quite that easy. There's going to be a few problem sections later on in the game. It mostly comes from Chapter 9 onwards. Like, not anything you're seeing here. I mean, this is, like, pre-Chapter 8, so it's not going to be that interesting until the later parts of the game. Also, Garcia's AI is acting much smarter than he usually would. So here we get a pure water. We're gonna need pure waters, just saying. In the later parts of the game, when you start getting a bunch of floating eyeballs and crap, then you really gotta start using the pure waters. Also, we're gonna level up Ross. Even though the one advantage Ross had was taken away, we're still gonna level him up. Or try to, anyways. Aw, come on, Garcia, you can do better. See, they can't get onto that forest. Aw, come on, Franz. I have a feeling I'm gonna get a lot of terrible dodges. My luck has been very, very bad lately. Just like in general, not even in Fire Emblem. So when it comes to character choice in a 0% growth playthrough, it's obviously going to be a lot of pre-promotes. Most of the characters that aren't already promoted have either terrible stats or are just, like, terrible. What a silly way to say that. He doubles both of them with 100% chances, too. Actually, I want to check the hit rates. Ross can take a hit, so we'll get some early EXP for him. Who am I? I am Volter, the Moonstone Grotto's finest general, and you're just a corpse who does not know he's dead. That's one of my favorite lines. So it should be fairly obvious that Ross is not going to be very good, but I'm still going to level him up just to sort of, like, really show that he's not going to be good at all. Because, like, the one advantage of the trainees is that they can level up, how many times is it? Garcia! I was gonna give that to Ross! Come on, man! Pray for a hit! Yeah! So yeah, the trainees can't take advantage of the fact that they basically level up, how many times is it? 49 times? Something like that. They get 10 extra levels, etc. So the only reason to use an unpromoted unit would be if it's something like Kyle or Garrick later on, because they have really good stats before and after promoting. So promoting them is still a good idea. And you really want to promote your magic users too, because that gives you staves, and you want lots of staves. So this is going to be the Ross training video. Does he have a ranged weapon? I don't think he has a ranged weapon. No, he does not. I need to move you here. Oh, come on, Ross. You can do better. Jeez. So I decided to do Chapter 3's commentary and post-production because, as you can see, this took quite a while. I did a really silly thing in this chapter, and that was to try and level up Ross and Colm, even though you don't really need to do that, because A, Ross is really bad in 0% growths, and B, Colm, well, he just gets replaced by Renak in Chapter 14, and his lockpick will probably last him up to that point. So there's really no point in me trying to level up Colm and Ross, but you know. So I sped up the footage to 400% because I do not want to take up your time, and you can probably get the gist of what's going on just by looking here anyways. A couple of weird things happen in the chapter though, like most of these enemies can be beaten by any character you want really. But then we open up this door with Colm, and well, we get rid of this bandit with a combination of Colm and Niami. Niami is completely worthless. Never ever try to level her up, because no matter which class she promotes to, it's not going to work out. You could even sell the Orion bolts you get in Chapter 6 for 5,000 extra bucks if you need money. Anyways, the first weird thing is that the lockpick gets stolen, and I thought, oh crap, I have to reset, but it turns out that Colm and the thief are tied for speed. So that means every time I steal the lockpick back, the thief attempts to steal it again, and after that I steal it back and steal it again. All of this while the archer keeps shooting Colm, which allows Mulder to heal him back up and level up some more. So yeah, everybody's getting level ups. This is the Ross, Colm, and Mulder training montage. Which is really funny when you think about it. Like, people do this at the beginning of Fire Emblem 7 with Hector and Matthew on the Hector route, but I never thought you could do it for Colm. Also, Niami and Colm support, but that's basically pointless. So, I think if this were vanilla Fire Emblem 8, you would eventually not be able to do this because Colm would eventually get that point in speed, which means that the enemy thief can't steal the item back and you have to use somebody else to lure him into stealing from you. But for 0% growths, if you want to bring Colm all the way up to level 10 this way, and I don't know why you would, again, you could probably, you know, the ocean seal that you get is probably better saved for just, like, getting another 5,000 gold, because Renak is superior to Colm in both stats and thieving skill in 0% growth, so. Oh yeah, and a bunch of people whiffed attacks that I didn't think that they would, like Ross right there. But you know, it's going good. I managed to get Ross all the way up to level 10 by the end of this chapter, which, again, I don't really need to, and I probably should not at all. But I did anyways, just to demonstrate that Garcia is better than Ross in this game in every conceivable way. The only difference is that Ross can become a Berserker if you so desire, and I did not so desire, because... Oh, this is another weird thing. That enemy has an antitoxin. I don't know if this is a bug or something, or if a ROM hack changed it, but I do not know why that enemy has an antitoxin. It's very odd. So anyway, the only reason to use Ross is if you want a second Berserker, which, you know, you have Dazla. Dazla's probably going to be better anyways. So anyways, I'm gonna try and give Ross these last few experience points to get him to level 10, but then this happens. No, Seth! Seth! There we go. Ross is level 10. That chapter was so... that was so much stupider than it usually is. That was like the dumbest chapter 3 I have ever had. Ever. Okay. Yeah, whatever, Ross. Always go fighter so you don't have to spend another ocean seal. Because one for Colm. And then, like, yeah. Garcia beats him in everything. Never use Ross. There you go. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, Chapter 4, let's go. This is our first introduction to Sacred Stone's gimmick of having zombies, skeletons, and other kinds of weird monster enemies. It's a throwback to Fire Emblem Gaiden, which nobody has ever played and never will. There's an iron axe from that village for some reason. We don't need it. So basically, this is going to... since zombies and other enemies are just like the weakest enemies, like, ever, we're just going to use them to level up. We've got a lot of leveling up. Well, there's a lot of leveling up I want to do. See, just about every character can double the zombies. Oh, thank you, Colm. That's a huge help. This is a much better start than the previous chapter. Ardor's important to level up because you want bishops. You want bishops for the early game. They're not... Slayer isn't a very useful ability for the late game, but they're still... Like, you should probably still have a bishop or two for the healing. Yes, for the healing. That's what I wanted to say. Oh, that's probably, like, way too many enemies. Let's, yeah, we'll do that. Wow, Colm, that's 2 criticals in one day. You're really on a roll there. Near me. There are just some things that I don't get, like... Franz! Franz, what are you doing? You're better than that! This is the early game, you... Erica! Don't do that! Ugh. Why are you attacking... No! Attack Ardor, not the... Yeah, you guys are useless. What does this guy have? Sword? Okay, we're fine. The luck rolls are just, like, stupid. It's too funny. All the luck rolls I'm getting so far, this is probably just a window into the madness that is to come. Oh my goodness. It's already a fantastic start. Oh, you're not gonna get another critical, Colm? Oh, thank goodness he dodged. I had a feeling he was gonna die. And then I would be very embarrassed. What kind of Fire Emblem player would I be if I died in early game Sacred Stones, huh? What is that, level 6? Obviously, since you don't gain any stats for leveling up, you never ever need to go past 10 before getting a promo item, at least. We should probably get him out of there. Flying enemies are the worst. That's what the pure water is for. They give you a pure water way before it's actually useful. That's really strange, but okay. I'll take it. I don't know why I'm leveling up Vanessa. I just, like... Tana basically outclasses her. Oh no, more enemies, except they're the weakest enemy type in the game. I'll just let the enemy phase complete itself. What? Wait, he didn't attack? What? Why didn't that enemy not? Why didn't that enemy attack? Now the AI bugs are being weird. Yay, he can use the Armor Slayer. Mulder's what, level 5? He's leveling up faster than usual. Oh, but Arthur is catching up. Franz, I doubt I'll ever use him. There, that's all of them. Jeez. That just leaves the boss. Pretty sure Seth can one-round him, actually. We'll have to fix that. Oh good, it's not a one-round. Alright then. Now that village has loot, but she'll still join you as long as you complete the chapter without Arthur dying, I think. I'm not totally certain, but... Oh, that was so close. Oops. I guess I mistakenly thought a Slim Lance would actually hit something. And yes, loot is in the party, so we're safe. That's 5 chapters. That's the first half of part 1, basically, so I think I will cut it here. This has been Fire Emblem 8 0% growths, and boy is my luck shaping up to be very, very funny.